My name is Gavin Evans, and this is my review for The Departed. And this movie is critically acclaimed. It won Best Picture for 2006. It won Martin Scorsese an Oscar as well. And rightfully so. This is an amazing movie. I love it. Let's get into it, beginning with the cast. And the cast to this movie is stacked. Like, while I was watching it, I'm just like, I forgot this guy's in it, I forgot this guy's in it, I forgot this guy's in it. There are so many big names attached to this movie. Leonardo DiCaprio is one of my favorite actors of all time, and I think he does a great job here. He's easy to root for. He carries this movie incredibly well. He brings a level of depth to his character. And he's a good guy playing a bad guy, and you just believe it every time he's on screen. Matt Damon is also fantastic here. He's able to do everything he needs to perfectly because he's a bad guy pretending to be a good guy, and he's just really good at it. Like, you hate his character, he's spineless, he's a coward, but Matt Damon is great. Jack Nicholson, my goodness, I've missed this guy. He is just one of the best actors ever. Every time he's on screen, he just steals the show. Mark Wahlberg is the only guy who got nominated for an Oscar for this movie, and actor-wise, and I think rightfully so. What other people just, my point is, he's great. I think he is kind of funny here, and he's just able to play this over-the-top caricature in a Scorsese movie. But it really works. I love what he brought to this movie. Martin Sheen, I think, does a really great job as well. Ray Winstone, I think, is great here. He could have been a forgettable side character, but he brings a certain presence to him. Vera Farmiga is really great in this movie as well. I like what she adds to the movie. Anthony Anderson, I think, does a good job. And Alec Baldwin, I think, does a perfectly fine job. He's not in the movie much so. And what you got here is just a really great story. Like, the idea of an undercover cop pretending to be part of a gang and a member of a gang pretending to be a cop, and these two Moors trying to figure out the identity of the other person is just a pitch perfect premise. It's every bit as compelling as it sounds like, and you are just fully locked in the entire time. It's very engaging, it's very tense, and you just can't help but wonder what's going to happen next. But I also do think there is a level of depth to this movie about how people are more than how they seem to be on the surface. About people's true character. And I do think it's fascinating in that regard. And I think the relationship drama really sells you on that. There is one moment where Matt Damon takes a painting that his girlfriend, Vera Farmiga, paints, and is just like, I don't want this up on the wall, and he shoos it away. While Leo looks at the painting and hangs it up. It's such a small moment, but it adds so much depth to these characters and the relationships, and it just makes the movie all the better. Like, it is a very well written movie, and I love how things escalate. Like, this movie is 2.5 hours long, and it just flies by because the movie's so well paced, it's so well structured, and the plot moves along at a perfect rate. And yeah, I just find these two main characters especially to be very compelling. And especially how Jack Nicholson doesn't really care for Matt Damon's character, he just uses him, while he actually kind of cares for Leo's character. I like that. There's just so many great small things here and there. It's a very well thought out movie, and I do think it's incredibly well directed by Martin Scorsese. It's very well shot, it's very well edited. I like some of the Irish music used here. It gives the movie, a sense of identity. So, yeah, I will say I'm not quite, this movie is perfect. I do think some scenes could use some polishing up. I do think, yeah, I just think some scenes could have been better. It could be a bit more intense every now and again. But I still love this movie. I think it's one of Martin Scorsese's best. It's compelling, it's tense, it's filled with great performances, great characters, it's well written. This movie is fantastic, so I'm giving The Departed an 8.5 out of 10. Okay, have you seen The Departed? What did you think about it? Let me know in the comments down below. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for more videos soon. And Gavin, out.